There's something about a story that envelopes the viewer's mind into thinking what you see is what you get. But clearly, filmmaking isn't made for those norms.
And as a content producer, I've always strived to do one thing, which has always kept me grounded over the years, which is to always make your videos better than your last. From what we know, creativity is the use of imagination or original ideas in the production of artistic work. It means taking risks and doubts and facing your fears. It means breaking with routine and doing something different for the sake of doing something different. It means mapping out 1,000 different routes to reach one destination. It means challenging yourself every day. In every format of that reasoning, there's a pro and a con. The pro being you get to heighten your camera skills, gives your brain the push to think creatively and react towards your previous mistakes, and most importantly is how you tell the story. This collectively is what I call the climb.
It's the climb.
No, not that climb. The climb that involves from idealization to creation, from paint and brush to canvas, from pen and paper to real life. Which brings me back to the other side of the picture, and that being a con. I like to think that humans are just walking sponges. We absorb everything from the good to the bad ever since we were born. And through these years of constantly growing, it becomes a push and pull which eludes us in the way we behave and treat others, specifically in the way we treat ourselves. Even though there's millions of self-help videos and books that I myself have been drawn to, but every now and then I catch myself feeling like there's something wrong with me, as if there's a huge red X on me that would push you away from watching this video. A stigma that I created for myself over the years from absorbing everyone else's energy from my parents, grandparents, friends, ex-girlfriends, bosses, colleagues, and so on and so on. Needless to say, there are far more cons than pros in being an artist or creative. Now the question in all of this is, why the fuck am I a creator? Which brings me back to that process I call the climb. Considering that creation in itself leads us to fall sometimes, is to quote the utmost endearing sentence I've personally ever heard in cinema and one of my most favorite movies of all time.
Bruce.
I failed. Why do we fall, sir? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
You still haven't given up on me.
Never.
Christopher Nolan depicts this amazing yet simple philosophy and translates it into a movie about rising up from your downfalls and becoming a symbol of hope as shown in the Dark Knight trilogy. I believe in all the pain and setbacks that we endure throughout life. It makes us unique in our own way, and how those unique experiences is what allows every creative to provide their own message. The purpose of art is to produce thinking. The secret is not the mechanics or technical skill that create art, but the process of introspection and different levels of contemplation that generates it. Art is a process, not a product. Art is a human act. And for that, I don't think so I've ever lived up to idealizing the idea of being proud at just a moment, knowing there's so many moments to strive for and be proud of. From the moment I say these words and add them into a video, to watching it back and tell myself, hey, I made that. The strength that comes from storytelling is knowing story always wins. Despite what gear you have or how abled you are at technicalities behind softwares, it's the meaning in every photo or film and how it speaks 1,000 words, how it invokes emotion to the people who see it, how it resonates to the people who feel it. On that notion, I would like to provide millions, if not countless, of words brought to all is amazing in the truly amazing work that you guys do, and achieve nothing more than a place that I could belong to in this life we've chosen. There's a reason why we do this, there's a reason why I do it, and I can only assume that you understand why through watching this video. My name is Fitri Ayub. I'm a content producer, videographer, photographer. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope to hear from you soon.